Today is Thursday and just a busy work day today. We have Diwali coming up on Monday, so we have a long weekend, which just means, lots of things have to be done by the end of the week. We have some bill payments, some edits, I have to get back to my manufacturer, I have to get back to the freelance graphic designer and brand strategist that I'm working with for my new product-based business. We are doing pretty well with our 75 hard tasks today as well. And I also want to get home at a decent time because I want to get my walk in before we start my toddler's nighttime routine, because at the end of the night, I just want to chill. I just want to relax and not have like a whole bunch of work that I'm trying to do afterwards and get to sleep early just so we can wake up a little bit early. So let's go, let's make it happen. Okay, I spilled something on this green desk pad. I'm gonna just wipe it down because it's all like sticky. Yeah. Come on. Something that I thought I could do with you guys every single day that we're going to be vlogging together for this week. One of you, I think it was Neha, asked me for my morning and evening skincare routine. So I thought every single day, so Thursday to Sunday for this vlog, I would share with you guys what my different morning skincare, evening skincare, shower, hair care, and dental routine is, because I'm not someone that ever growing up got taught this. Let me know if for you it was different, but for me, it definitely was not the case. And as I've grown older, like in my teens, my 20s, and now in my 30s, I've had to really figure this stuff out by myself by either watching other people online or maybe like my friends would mention something, etc. So I wanted to share my routine with you. So today we'll do dental and evening, which I think is perfect because it's a special skincare day today. For my dental routine, I have my electric toothbrush. This is the Oral-B Brawn, and then I use the Sensodyne one. I use this all the time. I haven't charged it, so it doesn't actually work. So I personally actually like the Oral-B IO one better. Like it's just like it's a nicer brush, but for whatever reason the battery on this died and it won't charge. So I got this one. It's just like a lot cheaper than this one. Next, we're going to floss with this water flosser. This is the Arakura water flosser. I do recommend that you use filtered or bottled water for this because, like, for example, where we live, if I just use straight up tap water, all the inside it gets like the buildup of calcium, and then it just like doesn't work as well after a while. But it just charges by USB-C, I believe, or no, something. It's rechargeable, and then like if I press the button, the water starts shooting out. If you saw me unboxing it, you saw the dilemma with it, but you just go through and then like in between each tooth, you can floss it out. I take my flossing seriously since I have like dental aligners to fix my crooked teeth. If your teeth are a little bit sensitive or if your gums are a little bit sensitive, they're not gonna like this. I just think like the water pressure is a little bit too much and it doesn't just have like a lower pressure. It's just like a normal and then that's it. It's not a sensitive one. So maybe stay away from this particular one. All right, the next thing that we're gonna do is floss. I just use a regular flosser and all of that. Last step in the dental routine is some mouth freshener. And I'm actually starting a new set of aligners today. This is my 11th set out of 26. So the first step that we're going to start with skincare is cleanser. I use the Clinique All About Clean Liquid Facial Soap. This is not my favorite. I find that it's quite drying. If you have like really oily skin, maybe it's something that you'll like, but I just have like a little bit of it left from a while back and I want to use it up before buying another cleanser. Next up is my SK2 Essence. I think this essence is something you can definitely skip. I like it just because it just brings in a little bit more hydration into my skin. And then I'm going to go in with the La Roche-Posay Triple Repair Moisturizing Cream. This cream is actually really thick, so it might not suit you. Just gonna dot it. I use it on my neck as well. Before going in with the moisturizer, on some nights I might use like a hyaluronic acid or a mandelic acid or something like that. But today is actually a different kind of active night. Tonight's the night that I use tretinoin. This is prescription medicine for your skin. It's not like you need anything special to get it. You can just let your dermatologist know that you want to try this. I use this for fighting my acne and then also for anti-aging purposes. It can make your skin very raw and very dry, so you have to follow very specific instructions to use it. So definitely go to a dermatologist before you start applying this because it can really wreck your skin if you do not do it properly. But after the moisturizer, you have to wait about 10-20 minutes before you can apply this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on my lip balm. I use the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. These are absolutely great. I really enjoyed this sleeping mask. All right, we're going to come back for when we need to apply the Tret. But I think for right now, we're pretty good with the skincare. All right, we are done with our 10 pages of reading Shoe Dog. This is a really great book, and I know I would just like plow through it if I wasn't attempting to do so much, try so much, watch so much, work, all of that stuff. I know I definitely would. I'm just like not in the binge reading phase of life currently. But what I am actually gonna do is try coloring. I've been trying to look for new like wind down activities. I did that sticker book in Europe, the adult sticker book, which was so good. It like really helped me like wind down. I would just like plop on a audiobook and do like one page of the sticker book, and even like doing it on the flight and stuff. It was so nice, just like not be scrolling, and I looked forward to it. So I thought I would try something else. This is Cozy Days Cute and Cozy Coloring Book Art with Eva. So I don't know how much I'm gonna like this or how relaxing I'll find it, etc. I will keep you guys, I'll give you the review. I'll try it for the next couple of days and I'll give you the review of like how relaxing I guess I'm finding it. But I'm gonna plop on a audiobook, and I did buy special pens for this, something that doesn't bleed through. skincare. I don't have a workout plan or anything planned other than just having a chill, cozy day in the office. For right now, obviously we have to do our workouts for 75 hard. So I am just gonna wash my face with water. I've been trying to because with 75 hard, you have like 2 workouts, and if I don't think about it properly, I'm literally washing my face like 4 or 5 times in the day with a cleanser, and it really dries out my skin. So we're just gonna go in with some water first. Right. Next, we're gonna do some under eye cream. This is almost finished, but this is the Claudelli Vino Perfect Brightening Eye Cream. I've lost the lid for this, which is not great, but I have really dry under eyes, which is why I like to do an eye cream, but I also have to make sure that the eye cream is gel based or is like a peptide based. It can't be too thick, because or else then I also end up getting like milia, which is like a little white, like it looks like a pimple, but you can't pop it, and you need to go to a dermatologist to do it. So I have to be really careful about the under eye creams that I use. Next up is sunscreen. Even if I don't get time to wash my face in the morning or do nothing else in the morning, I will wake up and slap on some sunscreen. I like to use the Claudelli Vino Sun Protect 50 plus SPF. I think I go through these like one every 2 months, like literally this is the last one that I'm working through. I cut it in half so I could access it, and this is like done. This is done. This is really good. It does have like an odd smell, and maybe for some of you it might be a little bit too thick. I feel like it smells, I always say that it smells like a sneeze. I don't love the smell of it, but I really like the finish. If I want to be slightly glowy, or if I need like an extra layer, I will double apply it. But you guys saw that I washed my face, and this was like the first thing that I applied. I didn't do moisturizer and then this, because I find that's like way too thick for my skin, and I'll literally be like sweating and breaking out. So I literally just go in straight with this as like my moisturizer and my sunscreen, and it works pretty great. Maybe if you have a little bit deeper skin tone than it might leave a white cast, I'm not sure, but for my skin tone it does not. That's all we're gonna do for our morning skincare. I'm not wearing any makeup today or anything like that, even though maybe I should because I'm filming with you guys, but I feel like at this stage you guys are used to seeing my raw face. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of lip balm. This is the Laneige Lip Glowy Balm in the mango flavor. This is more of a summer, like spring flavor, but I just didn't use this particular one as much, and I want to finish it off. I really love these. And then for my perfume today, I'm not a huge perfume girly, but I literally picked this up before a flight because I had forgotten my perfume. And it is the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. And first I'll go in with this Nivea Fresh Comfort deodorant. I have been using this deodorant for like literally the longest freaking time, so this is what only thing I can recommend. It's something that you probably have to try for yourself. I also try to be really conscious when I am recommending something to you guys, because everything works for me, but it might not work for you. And also at the same time, everything that I'm recommending, I do want to say that I've purchased with my own money. They're not PR or anything like that. So it's not like I purchased something really expensive and I'm just like freely recommending it to you guys as well. And then we're gonna go in with this Tom Ford. Okay, let's get ready for work. I forgot my mic at home. I think it's still in the bathroom where we last chatted. So to not make this annoying for you guys, because the audio right now probably is not great, we're gonna do this work session, this work day with the music over it. I initially said that we're gonna do a long work session at the office, I had to come home because Gigi's grandpa said that he's not gonna be back from work. There's like a bunch of meetings and stuff until 4 p.m. So we're at home until 4. I am just super blessed to have access to grandparents, even though they don't live where I live in the same city, but they both are still fit enough to travel and visit us. And they're also like, I'm just so blessed to have, honestly, support system of grandparents that are so hands-on with them. Like my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, they're just so 10 out of 10. If I tell them like, this is her routine, she can't have chocolate, she can't do this is her routine, I'll note it down, they'll follow it. Sometimes they'll be like, oh, you're being too strict, or obviously like, why don't you let her have more toys or something like that. I'm very strict on like not too many toys. They're obviously not strict on that, but they'll for the most part listen. The only thing that I guess my father-in-law doesn't listen to is no toys rule. This is called a palette. Would you like some red? In class, baby, did you do any painting today? Now I'm well aware that these are all super duper crooked, but how cute does that look? I feel like that is so cute for like Diwali, for fall, for autumn. I have a mix of like different vibes. I'm just waiting on 3 more frames, so I'll just check that I like everything and then we'll do that. But then also I'm thinking that this wall, I want to keep changing it seasonally, and obviously I can just like reuse, like I saved all of the pieces of paper so I can reuse it like the next year and the following year, etc. So I don't have to keep printing this every single year because it's not actually cheap to print these. Ready? Put the butter in here. You see butters? What's happening? Where?
दीदी also. दीदी आप खाएंगे ये? ठीक खाओ.
I apologize for the lights flickering. It's because the generator is on, but I feel like in life that one of the best smells is like butter with garlic and onion being fried. In here we have peas, corn, carrot, onion. I'm making chicken pot pie pasta. I feel like it's just like the thing for the season. It's a cozy, warm dish. All right, I'm gonna go quickly set the table for myself. Please just watch the water for me. Make sure it doesn't boil over. If it's starting to bubble, yell. All right, it's boiling. Right here is the bowl. It looks so good. The only thing that I would do differently next time is also put in like a pan of veggies into the oven as well. So I could do like have half a bowl of veggies or like a cute little salad too, because there was a little bit of like waiting around time. Cheers. Really good. So far, we've done our evening skincare, our dental routine, our morning skincare. So let's do hair care tonight. We have a weekend filled with events, and I know I'm gonna be heat styling my hair, which I don't recommend that you do. Nitya from my creative quarter just asked me, how do I deal with the hard water situation? And I honestly don't. I've been shedding hair like crazy, and I usually don't heat style my hair, but it's festive season, so, and we're doing a little bit more heat styling, like curling and stuff. And you guys might have also noticed that I've been going like this year and getting like a lot more blow dries. I just love like this blow dried look, but I know that it's also like damaging my hair. So there's nothing really that I do about the hard water, but most of the time I just try to take care of my hair where I can. I have really thin, fine hair to begin with, so that's just what I gotta deal with. Today we're gonna do a hair mask. This is the Olaplex number 3, and this is a pre-shampoo mask. This is what it looks like. Would I buy this again? Yes, maybe, but I always like to just change up the hair masks that I'm using, just a way to keep my routine fun and fresh. You do have to like wet your hair first. So I just use this spritzer bottle that I got off Amazon, and I'll just spritz my hair until it's damp. I'm just gonna take like a little amount first and work it through my hair. All right, hair is up in a cutie. I just put a claw clip in, and let's go for our second workout of the day, which is going to be an outdoor walk. A little bit of lip balm too. I have a bad habit of chewing this knuckle, so whatever left over from my lip balm, I always put it onto this knuckle. Also, how beautiful does it look with like the Diwali lights in the background? I'm listening to a reel, but it goes something like, if you don't develop the ability to do something that you said you would, like wake up at the time that you said you would, eat something or eat a way that you said you would, talk to your kids in a way that you said you would, to exercise because you said you would, that you're not going to be able to do these bigger things that you say you're going to do, like launch a business or become a billionaire or a Fortune 500 founder or the biggest creator ever, or your small business is going to take off. And that resonated with me so freaking hard. Skincare. So now we're gonna do just like the pre-bed hair care. This is like a microfiber hair towel. Okay, the first thing that we're gonna go in with is Olaplex number 6 Bond Smoother. And I just use like, it's a little hard to pump this out, but I just use like 2 little pumps. This much, starting at the bottom, just like working my way up. And next we're going to go in with the Olaplex number 9 Bond Protector Nourishing Hair Serum. This is really light and I really love this. This is maybe the third bottle of this that I purchased. The number 6, that's like the first time I'm using it, but the number 9 I really love. I always do 2 pumps, and then I work this one all the way to the top as well, because it's really light so it doesn't make my hair greasy, especially because I have really oily roots, and this just fights the frizz but doesn't make it greasy. And if I'm going to do a blow dry afterwards as well, this also acts as a heat protector as well. I'm also going to spray in this L'Oreal Syroxyl Advanced. This is supposed to help with hair fall, particularly in like this temple area. And you just kind of massage it in. I have noticed, like, since using it regularly, that I have a little bit more like baby hair growing here. And it was just like recommended to me when I went to like a local salon earlier in the year. And I think that's my second bottle. I don't use it as regularly, honestly, as I should. You're supposed to use it every day. Okay. Then I use this LED hair light wand vibrating hairbrush. I honestly don't know if this does anything whatsoever. If you know, please like drop it down in the comments. But I bought it, so I have to use it. It wasn't that expensive, but still, money is hard earned, right? And it also makes me feel like I'm doing something. Okay, the last little thing I'm gonna do is this Kerastase hair oil. This is like a more perfumey hair oil. It's not my favorite. I will not repurchase this after this finishes. The fragrance is just like too strong for me, and I feel like also it just like doesn't do a great job. There's another version of this that's like the gold one, and I prefer that much a lot more. There's also like other brands that have it that are a little bit cheaper that I think just do a better job as like a finishing oil. Usually I do 2 pumps. It can, if you just go directly with too much product, like right into your roots, it can make your hair a little bit greasy and oily. The other one, the gold one, I feel like is less so, and I will even use that gold one like on like dry hair just to give it a little bit more shine and like life. All right, that's my hair routine. We're already done with everything. We're also done with water. I think I might have a little bit of water left. So let's get in bed. The only urgent work that I have today that I have to do, because it is a Saturday, is just like prepping for a video upload for tomorrow. For the first time in my YouTube career, I set an upload schedule. But previously, I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to say something and not be able to deliver on it, especially with like, you know, with a toddler and working from home and stuff. I just didn't want to commit to something like that. You guys see that like sometimes Gigi just like spikes a fever in the nighttime. She's sick, something's happening with class, something. And yeah, like life was just like so unpredictable. So I didn't want to set that. Now I feel like we're in like a decent place with her schedule and stuff. Like she still gets randomly sick, but I feel like I'm in a decent place. The other thing why I was like really hesitant on having like a set upload schedule is honestly because of my team. I didn't want to have like my editors have like the pressure of like they have to get a video done by X date. Sometimes we do like lots of like little updates. I think my editing process for like a small like creator that doesn't really, I don't make a whole ton of money from YouTube. It's not my core business, but I think my editing process for being at the level that I am, like a complete novice, you know, like almost like a hobby creator in terms of like the money that I make from YouTube, which is really not a lot. You guys see, I don't do like brand partnerships or there's no sponsored content and stuff like that. And all my videos get like less than like 1,000 views. So but the level of editing I feel like that we do, one video from like the raw footage to the final video y'all see is going through like 2-3 rounds of edits because I still like my videos to be polished. wanted to do like a proper little photo shoot with all of like my samples for social media, even the ones that I'm not launching, just to explain the story behind them. But I'm in a little bit of a rush. I think I'm going to be late for my fitting if I don't go now. I have to get this done on Sunday. Can you believe that we're like literally, I think 6 weeks from my launch date, and I did not place the final order for these yet. I was supposed to do it 2 weeks ago, but I've just been like twiddling my thumbs because the manufacturer won't reduce their minimum order quantity from initially they had said like I think 75 pieces, and now they're saying 300, which I'm just like freaking out about because that's a lot of money and investment for a first product beyond like the few of you that watch my videos that will have no idea about. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go for the fitting. And I set up these lights, but I realized I also don't need them and stuff. We're running late now. I do want to wash my face because I am sweating after that workout, but I have one more workout to go, and I know I have to wash my face after that, and then I'm also going to put on makeup, so I don't want my face to be too dry. I just spritzed it with this Skin Smart facial cleanser, cleanse away bacteria without drying skin. And this is actually really handy when, like, say if you go to a Pilates class and you don't have time to wash your face straight after, and if you're really acne prone, you just have that, and after the class you just spritz it, and then you can come home and wash your face, etc. What did you do with that though? That hide and seek. He has to help Dada with work. As I was saying, we're gonna make a little bit of coffee as a afternoon pick-me-up. I saw a creator online talking about a salted honey latte that they make at home. So we're gonna try exactly that. I have a little bit of honey. This is something that I picked up from Slovenia, and it's almost done because Gigi has just been going mad for this, but I'm gonna put the honeycomb aside, and then I will, just so I can get like the honey out of here properly, there's just like literally like the littlest amount. I'm gonna get the hot water directly in here. There we go. Also a really great way just to clean up the jar as well. And then we will pour this into the coffee. And then I think like just get a little bit of salt and just sprinkle it in. I feel unsure about doing this because I've never had salt in my coffee. I mean, most of us probably haven't, honestly. The honey like smell is coming through, which is nice. And I do love like salted caramel, so I think I'll like this. And then, okay, we'll ice. No, let's do it hot since we have a mug. And then we're gonna do my lactose-free milk. I'm gonna put a little bit more water in this. I think that's like a better consistency. All right, let's taste it. You know what? That's not bad. I wish I had a little bit more honey for sure, because I think with the amount of coffee I put in, I needed that. But that's actually quite nice. And I put in like literally, it would have been like, oh, half a tablespoon of honey, I think in there maybe. I think so. And then like a sprinkling of salt. And I don't want to add any more salt without adding any more honey in first, because it'll obviously throw off the taste. Let me see if I have any other honey. Please ignore how messy my pantry is right now. Ooh, I do have a little bit more honey. I don't know who kept it in the... How do we open this? Oh, we got it. We got it. That's why we're going to the gym. It's because we put it in the fridge. Like the honey kind of solidified and trapped everything together. But I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run this under some water because like the honey is pretty frozen solid. Not solid, like just like a thick paste. Melt it out a little bit. I have a lot of honey in there now, so I feel like it should balance the flavor. I don't like my coffee to be too sweet either. I'm gonna leave the honey outside. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully honey is not one of those things where if you make it too cold and then warm again, it goes bad. Guys, let me know in the comments if it is, honestly. Is that gonna overflow? No, that's perfect, okay. All right, cool. Little bit more salt. I bought this salt and pepper shaker, by the way, from London when we went this time. I like that. You can definitely get the honey taste in there, but it's not too sweet. I just showered and I thought I was running so late, but turns out that the hair stylist is actually running an hour late. And when I go out, which is obviously not very often, you guys know that, I always like to apply this like body shimmer. It is the Copacabana Glow Motions Glow Oil. I think it's by Sol de Janeiro, I think. Yeah, I think it's by Sol de Janeiro. I don't know why it doesn't say the name here, but it is really nice. It gives a really subtle, I don't know if you guys can see it, but just like a really subtle little shimmer. And this is the darkest shade. If you're my shade though, you could go with for the mid-tone because I feel like this is a little dark on me, but be careful because it does stain. So I apply it and wash my hands, and then I would recommend like wearing your little bathrobe, applying it, and then putting the bathrobe back on so the bathrobe can like absorb some of like the top layer of it so it doesn't get on your clothes. Definitely don't wear this with any light colored clothing. All done with the hair. I know it looks crazy with my face mask, but we're gonna have, what are we doing? We're having dinner. We're having dinner, okay? I'm gonna do our usual, which is avocado toast with 2 eggs. Before I was having 3 toasts, 3 eggs, but I reduced the quantity of eggs on the toast so I could have a little dessert afterwards. We are gonna 100% Hailey Bieber it and eat with the face mask on because the maximum hydration. That's what it looks like. We still have about like an hour or so before we have to leave. I thought we are gonna leave at like 8:30 because the party starts at 9. But Brian's like, no, we are leaving at 9:30. This is too hot, first of all, but it's a turmeric ginger ninja tea. It's from a brand called T2, which is Australian, but I bought it in Singapore. I think I used the wrong side of the face mask. I used like the grainy side. I should have used the smooth side because I have now little like grainy patches. Yikes. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Gotta remember not to do that next time. I like to use the grainier side though because it just sticks to your face so much better than like the smooth side. I screwed up. For my foundation, I use the Tear foundation in 30N Rich Honey. I got this again in Singapore, I think from like a Guardian, which is just like a drugstore pharmacy. But if you're in India and you're not traveling anytime soon, this is also available on Tira. And then if you're in Hyderabad, I saw it also at this store called Food Stories. It's actually a grocery store in Banjara Hills, and they have it if you want to go and try your shade first before you commit to it. This is the full size one, but they also have the mini one on Tira if you guys want to try it, or for travel also. I find that it's like a full coverage foundation and great for like if you have dry skin as well. I don't know how it'd be for like if you have like oily skin, because right now my skin is dry because of the tretinoin that you guys saw me use. I'm not great at makeup. I just literally just do the bare minimum. I'm all ready, and this is the final outfit. Let me know what you guys think. I just am not happy with it. Let me show you guys from afar. Maybe in like when I'm editing this, I'll like it better, but I don't know. There's just something about it. I don't know if it's the hair or what it is, but I'm just not feeling it. I don't know what it is, but let's go. Pranay's waiting for me. We had like a little row because I was like, I told you I'd be filming for like 15 minutes. Please leave. He's still in a good mood, so let's go. Good morning, angels. I just watched like the first 30 minutes of this. Should that be our new like sign on? Instead of saying hi friends, I should say good morning, angels. I just watched the Victoria's Secret fashion show where they had their first Punjabi model walk the runway. How iconic. And they also, and you know what, actually no, it's because I watched the Charlie's Angels movie. I think that's why. Yeah, we could totally do that. I would be Charlie, so Chitra, and you guys are the angels. Or maybe, no, okay, let's move on. All right, we're gonna get ready for a workout. Just have like such a chill morning today, literally just with Gigi, all of us in our PJs. We got home also yesterday at, I want to say 3 a.m. and literally as I got in the door, I hear like crying. I was like, oh gosh, what is going on? And Gigi woke up. I think like with the car coming in, she woke up. So she was up until like 6. So we were all up until 6. And we all had to sleep in until like 9, 10, I want to say. And then just like literally all 3 of us still in PJs. It's a bit funny, my hair. We're just on the vlog. So, all right, it's up, it's tidied. It still has a little bit of curls from yesterday, which we don't need since we're doing a little mobility workout, I think, today because Pranay also wants to join. And oh, you guys won't believe the number of people last night that were like, oh, just have a little bit to drink. You can just restart the challenge. You can just restart the challenge. And I was like, y'all, that's literally not how this challenge works. I cannot restart this challenge. But it's also just really nice to be completely sober and not drink and just enjoy the party. I'm so shocked at myself, my introverted self, for staying until 3 a.m. dead set sober. Like literally I didn't even eat anything because I knew if I ate stuff then I would have to extend my fast today. I was just drinking water. I think yesterday I drank like literally like 6 liters of water because I finished all my water before going to the party. But then once I got there, I was like, okay, I'm just really thirsty from all the talking to people, honestly. Okay, the hair is a little bit funny, but whatever. we're gonna just prepare a quick like fruit bowl as a snack. I made the mistake yesterday, I think, of having like dinner too early, and I was so hungry during the party. So I just want to do a fruit snack first and then have like dinner right before we head out. So we're just washing our fruits with a little bit of baking soda, just water and some baking soda. And I have like fruits from across the rainbow. We have some pomegranate, oranges, blueberries, golden kiwi, green grapes. Mama is just preparing the orange for us. I wanted to put up flowers all around the house, but I just waited literally way too long to order them. And we have one of my, probably my least favorite flowers, like I think these are called like daisies, or the proper name I'll put up. My least favorite, not because they're not beautiful, but because they are just like not very long lasting. And they also just come with like individual plastic wraps. Like you can see this one's already dead. So it's just my fault. I should have ordered flowers from beforehand. I just keep forgetting that this is like the flower markets where we live are not going to be like Hyderabad or Delhi or even, you know, any of the other cities. So it's all right. I wanted to also get like tuberose, like Rajnigandha. But again, they were all sold out in the market. Chrysanthemums, there were 100 rupees per stem of chrysanthemum, if you can believe that. Usually it's 180 rupees for a bunch, and it just is what it is. I think they look so pretty. Wow, okay. Ah, beautiful. I love that. Like across the top, that's so nice. Workout. I have to come back and do another. I'm only like 1.5 liters in water. And I know like if I chug the water, then I won't have anywhere to be there.
Oh. I'll just push it as much as I like.
Here is the final fit. I think it looks so cute, and I actually really like my hair today as well. Like yesterday, you guys know I was feeling a little bit unsure about the hair, but I hardly ever like remember to show you guys the finished look before heading out. Wow. Look at the festive lights. It's like the reflection of the lights behind us, and then like reflection of the lights of the house in front of us. But I want to get home at like a reasonable time. It's like 9:30 p.m. y'all, and I still have 2 liters of water, 5 pages of my book to read, and a workout. And that's like literally like, because I was just, you know, Sunday in like full chill mode, but we're gonna have a good time. So I'm really excited. I love bingo. Look at these houses. It is so smoky outside just from like, it's not even Diwali yet, but I can't imagine what Delhi is going to be like if this is what it's like here, because obviously in Delhi there is, I think like because of Diwali, but I think I heard somebody say because of also of like the, whoa, fireworks. Look there. not me. Getting so excited. Okay, obviously I'm a sellout, you guys. I'm a sellout. I was just complaining about the pollution and I got so excited about the fireworks. But I love me some fireworks, don't get me wrong. I love me some fireworks. But pollution is pretty bad right now. But from my experience of living in the city for the past 3 years is that the pollution that we have here for Diwali is kind of like the pollution that you would get like in similar, like it's kind of like the pollution that you might have during like New Year's in somewhere like Sydney or something, where it's like there for that moment, maybe some leftover for the next day, but then it's like pretty much gone. That's my experience of the city that I live in here. I know they just did like fireworks from there. How exciting. But I know that like in Delhi, it's a different story. And I know it's a much more like nuanced thing than just like Diwali. Fireworks is a reason for pollution. Or so I have been told. This mask, I think it runs for like 6 minutes or 3 minutes, something like that. But during that time, I will literally like moisturize my entire body. This Vani cream, I don't like it. It's not meant for your body. I'm not sure, but usually people use it on their face, but I don't like to use it on my face because I find that it's too thick. So because I bought the huge tub, I just use it all over my body. We are done with our reading. I read like I think 5 extra pages there because it's actually quite an interesting read and you can really get lost in the book. It's really a page turner, at least for me. And also finish the water. I know I'm gonna be peeing all throughout the night because I just did 2 liters of water in the past like 2 hours. So that's not great, but we are done. I cannot believe this is the end of week 5. I'm pretty sure this is day 35. So we're almost halfway through. And this time I have to say, it definitely feels like time has just gone so much faster. And I'm so glad that I just did it during this time, during all of like the parties and the festive season and all of that. Because one, like I said, it's made like the time feel like so much faster. And then I also feel like it's made me stay focused on like my overall goals and like my overall like vision board and Pinterest boards and things that I wanted to achieve in the year. I think if I had not done the challenge, then I just maybe would have been more unfocused and just like lost sight of things, I guess. But if you enjoyed today's video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, YouTube tells me about 64% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed. So make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Happy Diwali. Bye.